Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a dream.
Yeah.
Are you serious? You did not. You did not do that. You did not do that.
Yeah. Dreamer. How y'all doing, man? I had a good week.
I've got nothing for that, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I knew I was gonna get your ass that one.
Yeah, man, I ain't got nothing for that.
Oh man, but Atlanta Dream trade for Angel Reese. They gave up nothing.
They gave up nothing, bro. They gave up absolutely nothing
for free. They gave her to us for free. Like, and look, I know now that Angel Reese is on the Dream, I'm going to hear all the dumb Angel Reese comments and commentary, all this shit. I'm whatever, right? Best rebounder for her age ever in the WNBA. Most double doubles for her age ever in the WNBA. Legitimate 2-time All-Star. And yeah, somebody brought it up. They gave her to us for Nico prices.
Nico prices is hilarious.
Yeah. Now I know how it feels to be Colb.
Wow.
You just want to give us an all WNBA player in their second year for free. We didn't even have to give up the equivalent of Anthony Davis, Cole.
Y'all literally just gave up picks. Well, I should say we literally just gave up picks.
Welcome to the Dream, brother.
This is the unofficial Atlanta Dream podcast from going forward, by the way.
Oh man, I can't believe they didn't have to give up Nas. They didn't have to give up Tahina Pow. I was like, my girl called me in the morning about this trade. She the one who broke the news to me, right? Called me in the morning. Hey, did you hear about this? And I was like, oh, what did we give up? We had to have given up Tahina Pow or Nas Hillman. Didn't have to give up none of them. Didn't even give up our first round pick in this draft.
Cleveland native Nas Hillman, by the way.
Legit Hooper. Nas Hillman. By the way, I haven't heard Angel. Haven't heard come off the bench for Angel. Crazy. By the way, Chicago Sky, that's got to be one of the worst ran organizations in all sports, man.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because
1000%.
last year, they traded a bunch of their first-round picks to, like, build around Angel Reese, and they've already blown up that relationship to where she's on the Dream. Which, hey, thank you, Chicago. Appreciate that one. She will fit like a glove in Atlanta.
Yeah, man. Shout out Atlanta. Shout out Chicago, man. We had a good run. But
I didn't have a good run. It was not a good run. It was pretty bad. By the way,
horrible run.
By the way, it's about to get real. How do I put this? Remember the dynamic that really, like, people don't talk about this part because it makes them uncomfortable. But part of the dynamic that blew this whole Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark thing up to the sun the way it did was that it was LSU and everything people have associated recently with LSU in Iowa going at it. It's about to be Atlanta and Indiana going at it. They done put this thing on steroids, Cole. like the only way they can make this more dangerous if they move the Fever to fucking Nashville, like LeBron wants them to. It's
Not looking forward to that, but I am looking forward to hoop.
Yeah, with Ryan Howard too, if she stays with Atlanta, because everybody free agent this offseason. This is going to be a crazy offseason because everybody in the W is a free agent, but free agency is only going to last like a week and a half.
When does free agency start for the W?
I think it started the day that Angel Reese got traded. Like, it was the first thing done. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, they got Angel Reese out of there, and look, Angel Reese wanted to be out of there so bad. Because the second it broke, Angel Reese was on Instagram with her photoshopped dream jersey on.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Wasted no time.
Wasted absolutely no time going there. But yeah, it's as a Dream fan of what? Now, it's been like what, 3-4 years now? I've been with them. I've been with them for a little bit now, you know. Don't wanted the coach fired. I feel like when you want a coach fired, that's when you really like.
No, that's when you really invested for real. That's when you really a fan.
Yeah, I was like, nah, they need to fire her. It felt awkward, but I'm like, hey, bruh, she stinks. Brought in Carl, made it much better. Then we lost to the Fever. Well, now we got some for the Fever. Okay. Come back here, Fever. We not going to jump you.
No, okay. So Alex actually presents a very good question. So when Cleveland gets a team, are we migrating?
No, you might. They done hurt me.
You staying?
They done hurt me, dog. At this point, I can't leave.
Oh,
yeah. Like if Cleveland's team does, I'll root for them. You know, but I'm not.
So you gonna be like me with the Lakers, huh? You gonna be like me with the Lakers and the Cavs?
I want the best for y'all.
Yeah, like I'll never root against you.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like,
but if we play in the playoffs, I'm gonna want Alicia Gray to get 30. Like it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so you know, look, I'll be happy for Cleveland when they get a team. I'm sure Cleveland's going to support it, get behind it. Hopefully, the team is good in a relatively short amount of time. But you know, I'm locked in. Like it is not just like it's not just that I'm in Atlanta. It's also like
already getting called a traitor.
it is what it is, bro. I'm not about to switch teams. Like me and my girl have both gotten into this together for the Atlanta Dream. We locked in. It is what it is. You know, Cleveland gets Juju Watkins. I won't like act like I'm a Cleveland fan, but I'll be like, hey, Juju for Cleveland. That's cool. Hope that works out.
Yeah, I gotta see who we get because I'm actually like a fan of Angel as a player.
Yeah. So
like, I don't know.
Hey, look, you know, all the people calling me a traitor, y'all can shut the fuck up. Okay. Because first off, here's the rules of sports fandom. If you pay taxes in the state, you can root for every fucking team you pay taxes for. And I paid taxes for Cleveland and I paid taxes for Atlanta. Okay. So guess what, dog? Guess what? I could root for. Now I didn't abandon the Browns for the Falcons. You know what I mean? That would be trading. But if I was here and the Cleveland team didn't have a team, I would be a traitor for jumping to the Cleveland team because I was with Atlanta first. But I can't speak reason.
I understand what you're saying, but I feel like it just don't work like that.
Did you leave the Lakers for the Cavs?
No, never.
Well, how are you to speak on this, Colb?
Never. I will never do it. I have never do it.
I will not be prosecuted by you. Okay.
I'm just saying, as somebody who has lived this life, I feel like that's not how that works.
Look who y'all siding with right now.
I'm just saying, it's the truth.
Like the man who trying to get us to get rid of Jared Allen for boo-boo prices for 3 years. This your king?
It was this close.
This your king? Nah, this is y'all rocking with that. Okay.
Hey, listen, man.
Okay. Cool. No, I would never root for the Falcons because making fun of the Falcons in Atlanta is the best thing ever.
Oh, they hate that team. They hate that team so much. It is hilarious.
You just give them to
They do not have one good thing to say about that team.
No, it'd be funny too, because my girl, she's a Falcon fan, right? But she went to school in New Orleans. So every time we get in New Orleans, I'm like, oh yeah, I got these Falcon jokes. I know they're gonna go over huge. Every time somebody blow a lead, I call it Falcon up. They doing that falconing. I remember I was at the stadium for a Falcons game. It was like, what do Falcons do? I'm like, well. Do you really want to answer to that question?
They legitimately have not recovered since the Super Bowl. They haven't recovered. They haven't.
Every time there's a blowout, we're watching the game together. I'm like, damn, this is just like when the Falcons was down 28-3. They will never let that one go.
Never letting it go.
Bro, you ever talk to New Orleans about the Falcons blowing that Super Bowl?
No.
Bro, they talk about it as if the Saints won it themselves. Like, they count that as a second ring.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, bro. Like, I felt just as happy on that day as I felt watching the Saints win after Katrina. Like, but is there anything really to talk about with the Browns? I don't think there's anything to talk about.
I mean, there's definitely things to talk about, but it's also like, I feel like people just want to argue about who they. Yeah, people just want to argue about who they're gonna take.
Oh yeah, the people are they still doing the Monroe Freeling Carnell Tate thing?
It's mostly just the Carnell Tate thing now, because this is the thing, right? So it's become extremely clear, at least to me, that the Browns are going to take a tackle with their first pick, whenever that first pick is. They're taking an offensive lineman, and it's going to be a tackle. They're either going to take Fano or they're going to take Freeling. They're going to take one of the two. Personally, I would prefer they take Freeling, because I don't know if Fano's actually a tackle. He's athletic enough to play tackle, but like the arm thing is just like
Fano is absolutely not a tackle. The play frame, he's a guard. The OT next to his name is a formality. He's either a guard or a center. The Ravens are talking about putting him at center.
Yeah, I feel like he's an interior line.
Yeah, he's not a tackle.
Yeah, and I can't see AB like betting on him being an exception to the rule at 6. I cannot see him doing that.
Now, George Warhop really like a Caden Proctor. I can see that more likely than the alternative.
I also can't see them taking Caden Proctor at 6.
No,
I can't see them taking. They wouldn't take him that high.
I was walking through this with JP. If they trade back to 12 with Dallas, right, and then Monroe goes before 12, they could trade to like wherever New York is with 16.
Yeah, the Jets are at 16.
Yeah, they could trade back to the Jets at 16, and then they could take Lomu or Proctor there.
That's a lot of trade back.
Well, I mean, it's going to be that kind of draft.
A lot of trade back when you started at 6. Not a lot.
Yeah. It's that kind of draft, man. Like, they're going to have to be nimble with what they want to do and flexible with what they want to do, because there's no obvious things for them to do.
I mean,
everything they can do is going to come with huge question marks with it, whether it makes or whether we can predict it or not. Because like even Monroe Freeling,
there's questions.
The people who are the highest on Monroe Freeling will openly admit to you he should probably be the 16th pick in the draft, not the 6th, right? But he just plays left tackle, so you're willing to reach. You take a wide receiver there. I think there's obvious flaws there with that, taking that 6. So if you're the Browns, you're going to have to be nimble. Trading back would be what you would want to do, but the market for trading back is not going to be great. It's going to be very contextual. And that could mean in order to get what you want, you might have to do a series of consecutive trade backs. depending on how the board falls. So I just I think it's going to require some nimbleness, and I wouldn't be surprised if they move more than once.
Everything that I've heard about them trading back is just like they want to do it, but it really just depends on who's still gonna be there when they start picking at 6, because there's very specific players in this class that teams are willing to trade up for, and there's a decent chance that both of the guys. So the two names I heard were Bailey and Love.
Yeah.
Like those are the two guys where like if one or both of them are still there when the Browns pick at 6, they're going to be able to trade back. They're going to be fine. But if both of them are gone by the time the Browns pick at 6, then it might be tough. It might be a little tough. You might just have to pick whoever you like at 6, and you might just have to reach.
And it's not an unrealistic scenario to think that those two players won't be there at 6.
Yeah, because if you just look at so these are what we know. This is what we know is going to happen in the top 5, or at least what we think is going to happen. Okay, so we know Fernando's going first. No,
are you sure? Because Dan Orlovsky's telling me that he has sources that say Ty Simpson's in the running still.
So we know Fernando Mendoza is going to be the first pick. Second pick feels like it's going to be Arvell. I'd be pretty surprised if it wasn't Arvell at this point. I don't know what the Cardinals are going to do at 3. They could trade back, to be honest. Like I have no idea what they're going to do at 3. No idea what the Titans are going to do at 4. And then open secret is that the Giants are taking Sonny Styles at 5. That's been out there since the combine. Like that like they're taking Sonny Styles at 5.
They just continue to do shit that I don't get. And it's like two different regimes at this point.
Yeah, the Sonny Styles thing was like out of the combine, 3 different people were like, yeah, they're taking Sonny Styles at 5.
Hey, Andrew Berry, get the car, get the keys. Might have to spin that block on Abdul. Might go spin that block. It might be tied. Just go spin that block, see what's up with Abdul after this season. You know what I mean? Like, might have to grab Abdul off the block. We know what to do with it.
Yeah. But it sounds like, depending on what the Cardinals and the Titans do, it sounds like David Bailey, at least one of David Bailey and Jeremiah Love should be there at 6, so they should be able to move back.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Jeremiah Love goes at 4 to Tennessee.
He could. They could do that.
Yeah. I mean, they got to get an offensive player.
And I don't think they would take Carnell at 4.
Well, here's the thing. Either it's going to be Jeremiah Love at 4 or it's going to be David Bailey.
Yeah, like that's the only thing that really makes sense to me.
Yeah, so they're going to take one of the two. So, and the question is also like, hey, does one of those guys being available is enough? It's not going to be easy. I think this is going to be a bigger, like, Andrew did a great job with last year's draft, and I don't want to take any credit away from that. But like, this is if he gets, I'm not expecting him to have the draft class he had last year this year, obviously. But if he finds a way to walk out of this class with something that we feel good about, really good about, that would be more impressive than what he did last year.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Even if the ceiling on this class isn't what it is last year, because this is undoubtedly a more difficult draft in the first round to navigate than last year.
I just think it's a more difficult draft to navigate just in general, to be honest with you. Like,
I think day 2 is a sweet spot for this draft. So like,
you think so? Like if you got extra day 2 picks, like extra seconds, maybe some extra thirds, like you feel good about that?
Yeah, especially an extra second. But yeah, day 2, I think is pretty strong, and even like there's some early day 3 I feel pretty strong about. it's just like that day one of the draft. That first round, it's a bit of a quagmire. It's a bit difficult to figure out how to get your value, because there's just no obvious selections outside of the top three.
My thing with this class at the top is just like, especially given the context of where the Browns are as a team and as a franchise right now, like we're not winning the Super Bowl next year. We know that. If they got close to even having a winning record, I would say that's a monumental victory for this team at this point, especially with the quarterback situation. But I think in the first round, this is one of those classes where I think you need to swing for ceiling on guys.
Yeah, if the Browns and the top 40 picks with this combination of three players, I'd be pretty happy with it. If they end the top three, they get Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, and they get Monroe Freeling, and they get Chris Bell. I think that's probably the best it can go. Maybe you could sub Chris Bell with like a Luther Burton type fall for Jordan Tyson. But if you could lead the draft with those three guys, it would probably be a trade back, Freeling at 6, McNeil-Warren at 24, and then Bell at 39.
Yeah, to me, it's more so. I think trading back and then taking Freeling is probably the best case scenario for what could happen at the top. To me,
yeah.
Everybody knows how I feel about Casey Conception.
Real quick,
I would be happy about that.
What are people's expectations for what they could get if they trade back to like 12? Because we know there's some like wild expectation. Like Damo thinks they can get a first next year. That's crazy.
Oh, they're not getting a first. They're not getting a first next year.
They'd be like, if AB got a second, I'd be like, that's an incredible job because he had no leverage. Like it's probably looking like a third. And like if you do it with Dallas, it's pick 90. I
think it's like 92. Something.
Yeah, it's not a great third round pick.
So the trade that I've seen with Dallas, the hypothetical trade that
By the way, my scenario just got the stamp of approval that I needed because Damo hates it. So I love it. Like
yeah. When Domo hates something, you just be like, okay.
Oh yeah, we good.
I feel good about it.
We good, right?
I feel great about it.
Mets, I had to get off Darian Mets. I'm like, all right, man, there's something I'm not seeing. I'm clearly wrong about this.
Nah. But the hypothetical that I've seen with Cleveland and Dallas is 6 and 39 for 12, 20, and 93.
Six and 29 for 12.
6 and 39. 6 and 39 for 12, 20, and 93.
Yeah. You're gonna have to get creative though. You're gonna have to do some shit like that.
Yeah, like I was like, that probably makes sense for both teams. Like 93 would be the quote unquote sweetener.
Yeah, I just think like
that's like the best you could do here though, bro. Like that's
I agree with you. I'm just saying like that's gonna take some balls for Dallas to accept. Like, you know what I mean? So, because it's like, it's a lot. It is a lot. We'll see. This is where I'm excited to find out just exactly. I think Andrew Berry has demonstrated he's a pretty nimble guy when it comes to the draft and moving up and down boards. Like, if you want an example of what I mean by a team that's not nimble, look at the Cincinnati Bengals. Like, no ability to adjust on draft day. People fall to Cincinnati all the time, and you're like, Cincinnati's going to take them, right? And then they panic and take who they've been mocking for like the last 2 months. Like I was joking with JP, the most Cincinnati thing of all time would be to take Dylan Thiemann at 10 over like Caleb Downs, who's still there.
No,
because they simply didn't anticipate it. Like, I'm telling you, This is some Cincinnati. Look, have you listened to Cincinnati fans talk about them?
No.
They have won no trust in Duke Tobin. And really think about it. Cincinnati is picking in the top 10, and they have a top 5 quarterback and the best receiver in football. With a good offensive line. You know how fucking mismanaged you have to be to be picking it? They had a really good run, too, while Joe Burrow was hurt by Joe Flacco. And that's where the Bengals ended up with the draft.
Sorry,
you arguing with You arguing with Tom and Jack?
I was just like,
somebody got to do it. Curtis ain't here today. You know?
Yeah, Curtis not here today. He ain't feeling great, so
I'm
the one who's gonna. I'm the one who's gonna argue with Delmo.
Pick up the mantle.
yeah. Somebody has to. Somebody has to be the hero we need.
Hey, Ray Rags.
Get him. but the Carnell Tate thing to me is just like very. I don't know. I feel like people are being like willfully obtuse about this thing.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all know they're not going to take a receiver at 6 in this class, at least.
If they took a wide receiver.
Like they're not going to take one at 6. It's not going to be Tate.
I'm gonna be honest. If they took a wide receiver, Carnell Tate makes the least sense to take of the 3 guys we've been talking about. I hate to be the guy to break it to Ohio State fans, but like also like there's some big flaws with like Carnell Tate's game that I don't think we talk about enough. He is 185 pounds and he had a 1.61 split during his 40. Now everybody talked about the 40 time, right? Oh, 4.5, it was slower than people expected. Whatever. The 10-yard.
That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal.
The 10-yard split concerns me much more because that's like short area stop start. That's 1.61 is what you would think JJ Watt would get if he ran to 40. Like I think Miles had a 1.61 split at 275. Almost 100 pounds lighter, he had a 1.61. That's horrifically concerning to me. When you're talking about using him the way that the Browns would want to use him, because like if he goes to a team, I think the best place for him to go is like Washington. He'd be great in Washington because they have a quarterback that's good enough to throw that ball downfield and like get to the intermediate part. They have a high floor at the quarterback position. I think for him to be successful, you need a high floor at the quarterback position. If you trade him, if you draft him to a team that ain't got no quarterback, and I know I don't want to get in an argument with these people on the internet about this shit, but we are firmly team that ain't got no quarterback. Okay. If you walk up to a random NFL fan and say, the Browns got a quarterback, they don't. Crazy.
No, they do not.
We are firmly team that don't have no quarterback, right? I want somebody who has a lower barrier of entry for success. Hey, I done see Makai Lemon make Jordan Maeva look like a second-round pick to people. Okay.
Like, first round pick to some people.
Yeah. And all he was doing was throwing into triple coverage to Makai Lemon. He's a guy who could take a 6-yard hitch, turn it into a first down. Like, that's what I think Cleveland needs. And then you can make the argument that Harold Fannon's already that, but I think they need more than one. Okay. The Browns aren't at the point to with the quarterback room to where we got all this like room for all these guys who can work in the intermediate and spread them. We aren't functional at quarterback right now. You know what I mean? So like all this space and shit, it don't matter. We got nobody to get the fucking ball to other than Harold Fannin. Because you can't do that with Jerry Jeudy. So yeah, like Carnell Tate makes sense at like in the top 10 for some teams. He does not make sense in the top 10 for Cleveland. I feel like this is low-key one of the worst places he could go to. Like, I like Carnell Tate at like 5 other teams in Cleveland. Like, if I weren't a Browns fan and Carnell Tate got drafted to Cleveland, I'm like, damn, I don't like that at all. It was like when Marv went to Arizona, I was like, like, or when Caleb went to Chicago, I was like, it's kind of hoping somewhere better for him. Like,
it worked out though. It worked out in Chicago. It worked out.
You know what I mean? Shit got right, but we'll see. We'll see. It's only been 1 year, you know. But yeah, it's like, I don't think Cleveland makes sense for Carnell Tate. I get it. People wanted to make it work, but like, look at the kind of play. He's a home run hitter. He's a guy you get the ball downfield to. When are we ever doing that?
Never.
And it's not like, oh, well, it's Kevin won't be here anymore. It's like the offense looked like that because of the offense looked like that, not just because Kevin was Kevin, which had played a part for sure, but because this is what we had at quarterback. Yeah, it's like,
I just can't. I can't see
like a bigger wide receiver. That's why I'm like, I don't know if like is like Lemon's the guy that makes sense for the Browns to take early, but Chris Bell probably makes more sense. Like Chris Bell later probably makes more sense because he's 6'2", 220, good 50-50 ball guy, drawing comps to AJ Brown. That's exactly what fucking Browns need. Explosive. You could throw a slant too. He could take it 70, 80 yards. You know what I mean? I think that's probably the guy that the Browns, like that's more in the vein of what the Browns need to go after. Denzel Boston scares me. I'm Keon Coleman out on him.
Hey, he's staying getting Keon Coleman comps, and I'm just like,
yeah,
I get it, but it's like I don't know.
No separation, Keon Coleman. It used to be DeAndre Hopkins. You're at the mercy of the guy who was successful or unsuccessful at that issue. You know what I mean? Because like, remember it was like D-Hop. Oh, he can't get separation. He can catch.
It don't matter. He'll catch everything.
Yeah, and he physical. You know how to use his body, right? Either you're Andre Johnson or you're Keon Coleman, right? But like his lack of athletic ability there kind of concerns me. But I mean, people remember DK, the big 3-cone conspiracy with DK? So you never fucking know, right? That's why I think the Browns probably going to wait later. Also, think about their situation. Browns are probably going to draft a tight end. We all know who, much like last year, we're pretty sure who that tight end's going to be. It's probably going to be Oscar Delp, like pick 90 or pick 70, wherever it is, right? If the Browns get pick 90 from Dallas, they will definitely use that. But the Browns quarterback room last year got what, 2,800 receiving yards total of production. Somebody in chat double check that for me, but I'm sure it was below 3,000 last year, right? So
Domo wants the Browns to take Antonio Williams. I got bad news for you, brother.
What's wrong with Antonio Williams?
There's nothing wrong with Antonio Williams, but I just don't think they're going to take him.
You know what? There's like a range of like things I'm gonna be upset about, like the Damo takes that get me upset. I'm like, nah, that's not one of them. The Antonio Williams. He was who was he going hard for earlier in the draft process?
The Browns had 3,141 passing yards last year.
Okay, let's say they make a significant improvement and get to 3,500. They have two tight ends that they're going to give targets to, right? They draft one and they have Harold Fannin. Jerry Jeudy's going to get significant target share. If you draft somebody in the second round, that's another guy getting a significant target share. And that's about 3,500 yards of production. Like, keep in mind, you're going to give Dylan Sampson touches at receiver, or at least some receiving yards. There's not really a surplus of demand for wide receiver production in this offense, because there's only going to be but so much supply for it, right? Like, you draft a wide receiver, pick 39, I think you can meet the supply, and then you can try to get like a true number one next year where there's going to be more guys available. Yeah, I don't know if the wide receiver at 16 makes sense for the Browns, given what their options are. If this is a team that had a quarterback, I'd be more into the Carnell Tate thing. But we don't have a quarterback that will make him useful.
All I'm telling y'all is this. If KC is still on the board at 24,
that's your guy.
Run the card up.
24?
24.
Over McNeil Warren?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think they
run the card up. Run the card up.
I think McNeil Warren's where they surprise people.
I don't think McNeil Warren's gonna be there at 24.
That might be true.
I don't think he makes it.
Damo, don't do that shit where you don't think the people. Well, why are we making Damo a third person on this show? He's not the producer. Let's move on.
the unofficial Q and Colb producer.
Stop this right. All right.
Oh man.
But we got anything else we want to add about the Browns draft talks?
Oh, is there anything?
I've
been seeing them. I've been seeing mocks give us D'Angelo Pons in the second round. I always think that's interesting.
Yeah, the big thing with D'Angelo is like, can he play outside?
No, he's purely. I think he's purely slot to me.
Yeah. My heart wants to take D'Angelo Pons wherever he's available. My brain just says that's a bad idea. My brain sees that 5'8.5" and goes, guys, we're gonna feel real dumb about this.
Hey, but that 40-yard vert,
yeah,
the 40-inch vert, and that 4.340.
No, listen, the old ticker likes D'Angelo Pons. Like, if I was just picking dudes, if we were like just at recess picking guys to play on our team, I would pick D'Angelo Pons easily. But then my brain gets involved, and I'm like, hey man, he's 5'8". like
he don't miss tackles either, by the way.
That's fair. But he ain't tackling NFL players every day.
That's true. That's true.
You know, it's a little different. A lot of guys are great tacklers in college. Whole different thing in the NFL.
Hey man, the thing about him though is that he's legitimately a great athlete. He's just 5'9". He's just 5'9". If he was 5'11", we wouldn't even be talking about this.
Right, he's literally ISO speed. Like he's the answer to, hey man, what if ISO speed took a sport serious? He would be here. D'Angelo Pons.
Man, I'd take him. I'd take him, put it in that secondary, and we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right.
Yeah, I can't get my brain on board, man. Like my heart wants to do it. If the Browns did it, I'd be all for it. But I don't know if I can sit here and pound the table for him in the second round. It's like third round, absolutely. Fuck it. Trade up for him. Second round,
39.
It just feels rich.
If Pons was Useless Bread said if Pons was 5'11", where he needs to go. If Pons was 5'11", he go in the first round. Like, he go in the first round, no question. No question.
Like a 4'3", like with decent reach, and he jumps 44 inches, he'd be probably like Big 10, 12.
Yeah, like he would. The only thing that's keeping people from taking him higher is the fact that he's 5'8.5". Like that's it.
Well, he's 5'8.5", and he has short arms too.
Yeah. Hell of an athlete, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of an athlete.
Great instincts as a football player.
Like, I'd take him at 39 and just be like, yeah.
I don't know, man. I get you, but I don't know. It'd be one of those things where I'm like, hey, man, I'm nervous as fuck about this, but I can't blame him.
Listen, bro, sometimes you just got to press the that boy nice button.
Yeah.
It's
hey. Press that button that corner. Like, again, I have my reservations, but I'm not against it. That's kind of how I feel about every pick suggestion for the Cleveland Browns that I've heard. I have my reservation, but I'm not against it. Like,
Yusuf Brand said, Colb, good players are good play. Listen, man, a good player is a good player at the end of the day. D'Angelo Pons is good. I'm like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, he's good.
It's got to translate, though, right? And he's just living on that outlier, even in college. And you saw it catch up to him. In the NFL, he's going to be a super outlier. Like, if you draft D'Angelo Pons and it doesn't work out, it's not like it wasn't obvious that could happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, in 39, it's like, man, I really want that pick to work out. And let's say Chris Paul does live up to some of his comps, right? And he ends up becoming an A.J. Brown type wide receiver. And
you passed on, and you took D'Angelo Bart. Yeah.
That's gonna be one of those things that people add to the anti-Andrew Berry tweet. Took a 5'8" corner at 39.
It's like, yeah, man. I understand why he's probably not gonna do it, but man, I feel like he's gonna be good.
He's gonna be fun, and that's another thing. Will he be as impactful as he will just be fun?
I also think there's other slot only guys they could take later.
Yeah. And it's like, well, the stuff that he does well is like, well, we don't need any boundary run support. We got Carson Schlesinger. And Tyson Campbell's pretty good on the boundary. Denzel Ward, when he's willing to tackle, is fine. But you're not going to take Denzel. You're not going to take Denzel off the field though for D'Angelo.
Also, we don't want Denzel tackling too much at this point anymore.
So it's like you got Grant Delpit. Like your boundary run support is actually fine. It just don't make sense. You know what it's like? Remember when you go to the mall and they would have like that starter jacket?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like $250.
Yeah.
And you thinking to yourself, man, that starter jacket's cold. I need to get me one. But then you thinking to yourself, it's already January. like it's already January. Winter about to be over in like what, 8 weeks? I'm gonna get 4 wears out this jacket? It's not worth it. That's how
it's cold. It's cold though.
I want it. And one day when I'm an adult, I might buy that jacket for no good goddamn reason other than to have it. I own 2 pairs of Griffies because I couldn't have them when I was a kid.
Do you wear them?
Yeah. Yeah. One's like an all wheat. Like I wear it in the winter because it kind of like gives you the same styling as a Tim boot. The other one is the classic Griffey, the black and
yeah.
Saw it on sale. Well, saw it for sale. I couldn't say no. I'm like, nah, I've wanted this shoe for 13 years.
I wanted this shoe for 13 years.
I remember everybody had that shit when I was like 15. Yeah, I was like, damn, I want that shoe. But my dad didn't want to get it. I couldn't get no job. So it was like, can't get the Griffey. Had to wait till I was 28. But yeah. What's Bell's injury situation? He had the ACL tear this season, but he should be good to go by the start of this year.
Yeah, he should be good to go for camp.
Yeah.
He's working out, doing all that stuff already.
Yeah. Hey man, 6'2", 220, explosive. I like that combination.
Yeah, he was cooking Miami. He was frying Miami. And that defense got a whole bunch of NFL players on it. Also got a whole bunch of 25-year-olds on it, but yeah.
Hey, grown men. He was out there.
Yeah. Grown men on that Miami team.
Yeah. Running past him. So pretty good player. We got anything else? We good here with the Browns?
I think I want to say we're good with the Browns.
Let me try to do the super chats in a different way today. Instead of waiting to the end, let's just see some relevant ones here. Monroe Freeling, no matter what. Young blood.
Love it. I'm a Monroe fan, so that doesn't bother me.
Bengal fans talk about their front office like Toronto fans used to talk about LeBron. They hate them.
Nah, Toronto fans had real PTSD from Brian.
Nah, like they hate Duke Tobin over here, bro. Like, my one friend Ace, he got a picture of Zach Taylor photoshopped over Osama bin Laden's head.
That's
he says the man is a terrorist.
That's crazy.
Ray Rag says, I'm not saying Q is wrong about Tate because I also want to see what he looks like as one. But to be fair, he would have been number one for almost any school not named Ohio State. I think there's truth to that, but also it's like I want to see it if I'm going to take him at number 6. I do like that he stayed with the team and he was loyal and all of that, showed that commitment. But then, like, there's some stuff that makes you worried about, like, okay, when he's not put in a specific role and you need him to do some other stuff, can he do it? Because his athletic profile doesn't suggest that.
Yeah, man, I just don't. He's just not somebody that you would take that high in the. He's not that level of wide receiver prospect where you would feel comfortable taking him that high, especially when you wasn't even the number one option on your team.
And look, when it comes to a wide receiver, I could care less what your top speed is as long as it's above like 4.7. Right? Like if you're dipping into 4.8, that's too slow. But as long as your top speed is 4.7, I'm fine. To me, it matters much more how quickly you can get up to your top speed than what your top speed is, as long as you're in that threshold. And the thing about his 40 that everybody overplayed was like, oh, his top speed isn't that fast. That's fine. That really only matters if he catches a slant, he's open, and it's the difference between scoring a touchdown and getting tackled on the 3. Who gives a fuck at that point, right? Like, we got Quinshon Judkins. We feel like we can finish that play. The inability to stop quickly, like, again, 1-6-1 split is abysmal.
Was it really 1-6-1?
Yeah, that's what it said. Let me pull it up on Mock Draftable.
Oh, listen, let me go to Math Bomb, see if you got it.
But last I checked, it was a 1-6-1. Yeah, 1-6-1 10-yard split.
Oh, oof.
Yeah. What was TJ Watt's 10-yard split?
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
It's a real bad split. So that concerns me, right? That's a 17th percentile 10-yard split.
His 20-yard split isn't that much better.
No. It's so like that's the thing, right? 192, 1-6-1 split. That would be concerning to me. Because it's only going to get slower if he gains weight. He's going to have to gain weight in the NFL, probably get to 205. Right. So we're talking about 15 pounds. He's pretty good physically, right? But he's going to have to be elite physically to work in the NFL in short yardage situations. Or he's going to have to stay at that weight and just be a home run hitter. I feel like, and this is no disrespect to the draft process, there are things we have not looked closely about with Tate that we have with the other wide receiver prospects. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with the fact that nobody wants to be the person to say that they have concerns about an Ohio State wide receiver because of the track record recently. Which is fair until you remember that Marvin Harrison hasn't been good either.
Also, Marvin Harrison, much better prospect.
Yeah.
Much better prospect.
But we looked into like the big thing with Marv was like the separation stats. Right? Everybody kind of ignored it. It kind of came up to be a problem, you know? So that's I think we should be a little bit more skeptical of the whole Carnell Tate thing. I get why Ohio State has a tremendous record at wide receiver. But you got to ask yourself, does Carnell Tate fit that profile of those wide receivers athletically as well? Which I think if you look at him and like Emeka Egbuka, I couldn't imagine a more different wide receiver profile, right? than him and Emeka Egbuka, where like it jumps off the page how quickly Emeka accelerates, right?
Let me just look at his let me look at Emeka's
10 split. I don't even know what it is. Let me see too.
His 10-yard split was 1.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
keep in mind that Carnell's like 185.
How big is Egbuka?
202.
Dude. You see what my concern is?
Yeah, all of like on Mad Bomb, all of his speed stats are in the green.
It's like it was obvious when you watch Egbuka too. It's like, oh, he is dynamic when he gets going.
Yeah, so he's about 20. He's almost 20 pounds heavier than Carnell, and he ran a 4.48.
That's crazy. And again, the top speed. Okay, you can make the argument that the top speed don't matter. How quickly you get to that top speed.
Yeah, 1.5. 1.5 10-yard split. He was moving.
Yeah, at 205. Right,
yeah,
like
9.73 out of 10 on the 10-yard split compared to other wide receivers.
Yes. Myles Garrett got a 163,
and he's 100 pounds heavier than Carnell.
Apparently, Myles Garrett later improved that 163 to a 157 at his pro day.
Yeah, like that's.
My God, 1.5. You ever just look up the mock draftable for Myles Garrett? I did this with JP earlier today, and we were like, hey, man, how big do you think Myles Garrett's arms are? You know how big they are?
How big are they?
DeJuan Jones has like 36-inch arms. Myles Garrett, 35 1/4.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
This is his mock draftable. It's just a circle. Like, yeah, it's just a circle right here. His lowest percentile is his height. He's 6'4". Like if we're ever like, oh, what does the perfect edge prospect look like? Just this is what they measure. This is the Myles Garrett. Like, that is the prototype.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What other Ohio State wide receivers can I compare Carnell to? Let me see. Let's see what Garrett Wilson had. Let's see what Garrett Wilson had going on. Did he test?
I don't think he did. He went like top 5, right?
Garrett Wilson did test. Yes, he did test. 10-yard split, 153. 40-yard dash was a 4.38.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
What about Olave?
Yeah, let me look up Olave because that's gonna be funny.
Nope, he's just 150.
Yeah, no, his 10-yard split. Chris Olave's 10-yard split was a 1.45.
Fuck, dude.
9.98 out of 10.
At the same weight too.
Yeah, 187.
Yeah.
Fast, man.
It's like
Marv didn't test. So we can't pull up Marv's. But man, bro, I just don't think
it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know if people don't know to check this, but like if you're under 200 pounds and you have a slow split, I don't think the history on that's great.
So to be fair to him,
Mike Thomas,
Jackson Smith and Jigba, right? Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 10-yard split was a 165.
Okay. At what weight?
196.
Okay, similar weight.
But one thing he had going for him though. Elite agility testing.
Yeah. Did Tate do any elite agility testing? I don't think his tape doesn't look like he's like elite.
No, he didn't do any agility testing. He didn't do any though.
Yeah, I worry about that. I worry about that.
Yeah,
I really worry about Tate. And again, like think about how Jackson Smith and Jigba is used, and when Jackson Smith and Jigba was really useful, is like when the quarterback floor got better. Very useful player. And I know it sounds like we're shitting on Carnell Tate because we're talking about a big flaw in this game. I still think if Carnell Tate goes to the Washington Commanders, he's going to have a great career. Like he's going to make Pro Bowls. He's going to have a great career.
Yeah, I just don't think it's going to happen here.
Yeah, what the Browns are asking out of a wide receiver and what the Commanders are asking out of a wide receiver are just two completely different things. You know,
yeah, it's not going to go. It's not going to go well.
Yeah, I don't think it's a great fit. The Browns need somebody who can get that ball and do something with it, and that's just not who Carnell Tate is. There's nothing athletically indicated in this case.
You know who that sounds like though?
Who?
Casey Conception.
Or Makai Lemon. I need people.
That's true.
I need people to get over the fact that Makai Lemon a little weird, dog. It's fine. It's wide receiver. like you could be weird and wide.
He's definitely a little weird, though. He's definitely a little weird.
Look, this team ain't got enough weirdos at wide receiver. That's why we trash at the position. Let's get a weirdo in there. You know what I mean? Like let's get a Drake London in that room. You know what I mean? Let's switch it up. See what happens there. Ray Rag says out of 3,152 yards taken away, running backs and tight ends, the Browns wide receiver room at 1,492 yards. That's so bad when we didn't have a 1,000 yard tight end or anything close to that. Yeah. It's like you're probably asking 2,000 yards out of your wide receivers this year. But the band is just not there for a ton of wide receiver production this year. Let's see here. Let's go with this one. Feel like people are understating the fact that Lemon is a platonic idea of the Andrew Berry wide receiver. Well, here's the thing. What do we know about Andrew Berry? He loves young guys. He loves young prospects.
There we go. That's a little better. It's a little better.
He loves young prospects.
Clip that, please.
No, don't. He loves young prospects. Trying to set me up. He loves young prospects. That's what he likes. And he is also ultimately gonna be. He's gonna put his preferences on what the coach is looking for. So when Kevin was here, Makai Lemon is the profile that they were looking for. I would say Makai Lemon. I think maybe with somebody like Todd, like you can make the argument for Carnell Tate. My argument for Carnell Tate is this: we just simply don't have the quarterback play to support him. Like I feel like he's somebody we're gonna say, hey man, if he would have hung in the pocket longer, hey man, if he would have just stuck it out. Hey, man, why didn't he throw here? We're going to do a lot of Odell Beckham, Baker Mayfield with that, right? I've seen a Makai Lemon work in Todd's offense. I've seen a Jordan Tyson work in his offense too. You know what I mean? Like if you want to see the case for Makai Lemon working, look at Zay Flowers.
I guess it would also depend on who do you think is the closest to Zay Flowers in this class. Because I forgot whose mock I was reading earlier today, but he was saying that like if I'm comparing anybody to Zay in this class at the top, it's probably KC, maybe Jordan.
If you're looking for a one-to-one recreation of Zay, then KC is the guy you go. If you're looking for somebody who can do the same things that Zay does, I would definitely want Mekhi Lemon because he's capable of doing things that Zay Flowers does, but doing a lot of things that Zay Flowers does not. You know what I mean? Much better route runner, much better just receiver prospect, in my opinion. Just understanding the rhythm of his routes, how to get open, getting separation, right? Knowing how to get that separation, being on time, being able to adjust to not being on time, being able to adjust to the ball. Like, yeah, if you're looking for somebody who reminds you exactly of Zay Flowers, then Casey makes sense. I think he's a one-to-one almost recreation of Zay. But if you're looking for somebody with 2 inches taller, but if you're looking for somebody who like, hey, you could do Zay Flowers stuff with him and more, like an evolution of Zay, then I think that's more in the line of Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah, man, go give me KC. Go give me KC, man. Because every time I watch him more, I'm just like, yeah, man, this is obviously.
Here's the thing, though. When I say one-to-one recreation, I mean same drop issues, same fumble issues. Like,
hey man, give me the explosive guy. He is that. Him or Chris Bell. My
worry with Casey Concepcion is it could be Zay Flowers, it could be Corey Coleman.
I don't think it's going to be Corey Coleman.
You never think it's going to be Corey Coleman. Doesn't stop it from being Corey Coleman, right? Like, we didn't think Corey Coleman was going to be Corey Coleman.
We actually see what Corey did in college, man. We're being disrespectful to KC right now.
We're going to find out Corey Coleman had numbers. I don't quite remember what Corey Coleman's college looked like, though.
Yeah, let me see. I had to go to Sports Reference. Baylor, what was he doing? Wow.
Was he hooping? He was hooping.
Hey, man.
He was hooping. 13, 3 and 20?
Bro, back 2014, 1,100 yards, 2015, 1,363. How is he not good, bro?
In 12 games, he had 20 touchdowns.
Oh, God. How is he not good?
I feel like we were disrespectful to Corey Coleman.
Yeah, we were disrespectful to Corey Coleman, actually. He was open.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is what they
Corey, I was not familiar with your game.
It could be Zay Flowers. It could be Corey Coleman. Like,
I was not familiar with your game, brother.
Hey, to be fair to Corey Coleman, we weren't sure he was going to be ass immediately. It just kind of ended up that way.
Hey, no, but like, look at his testing. Like, Corey Coleman's testing was insane.
Yeah, he was
40.5-inch vertical. Over a 10-inch broad, 10-foot broad. He ran 4.4, 1.51, 1.51, 10-yard split. Bro, how was he not?
He could not, Cove. He could not catch.
Dog.
This is my thing. He can't catch. That's what happened. And he couldn't run routes. Now I will say Casey Concepcion, I think, is a better route runner now.
He's a way better. He can absolutely run routes. I'm not worried about
he's
that.
actually a receiver, right? Like before there was the Tennessee wide receiver, there was the Baylor wide receiver, right? Like that was the place where like, oh, these guys don't learn nothing. So not a route runner coming out. I think that hurt him and he couldn't catch.
Yeah, Casey can definitely run routes. He can definitely run routes and get open, like for sure.
He just can't catch.
He needs to catch the ball, bro.
Yeah,
that drop rate over 10%, I was like, whoo.
That's the thing with like him and Mekhi Lemon. It's like, yeah, like if you just look at that paper, but it's like, hey man, Mekhi Lemon certainly can catch. Like Casey Concepcion cannot. Like, and Mekhi Lemon more dangerous the ball in his hand. Well, similarly as dangerous as the ball in his hand. No Tate at 6, please. Like every year, ready for this draft to get over. Should move up the draft just a week. Love the show as always. Appreciate you, Kyraz.
Yeah, man, we sick of the draft discourse too. This is the point.
How do you feel about Ted Hurst? No, he compared him to Anquan Bolden, not Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, but he compared him to Larry Fitz.
I think it was Anquan Bolden, not Larry. But he was very high on Ted. I like Ted. You watch Ted?
I haven't watched too much of Ted outside of like a couple highlights. Like I've seen a couple highlights.
Super Bowl. Go watch some Ted. Ted's pretty impressive. That's who I want the Browns to get later on if they double dip. Is Ted Hurst.
I'm just looking at testing right now just because like
we just talk about it.
Yeah, because we always every time we talk about prospects, we're like, okay, how did you test athletically? Because we need to know. He's very fast.
Yeah, 4.38, right?
I see 4.42.
4.42. Okay. Still low 4.4 for a guy what 6'2"?
No, he's 6'3".
Yeah.
Almost 6'4", for real. Almost 6'4".
Him and Bryce Lance, I'm like, somebody should take him. Somebody should take him a little bit earlier than them.
Oh, the Browns not gonna take Bryce Lance because Bryce Lance too old.
He's too old. How old is Bryce Lance?
I think he's like 24.
Is he that old?
He's old, bro.
That would make him a twin with his brother.
But he's old. I think that's why. Somebody put out the ages for. You said what?
He's 23.
I saw 24 when I looked. It might have been like how old they'll be like when
20th, 2002. So maybe 24 by the start of the season.
Yeah, when the season starts, he's gonna be 24. Because somebody put out a list of like how old the receivers are. Hold on, let me see.
I know there was another Bryce that came out in North Dakota that was older, like a 25-year-old when he came out.
Let me see, because there was somebody who put out the ages.
Well, I think the Browns would go day 3. They would go 24 years old. I don't think they would mind that.
They really don't like drafting older players.
No, not in the first 2 days of the draft, but day 3 they'll go older.
Like they draft even like day 3. Even like day 3. Last draft, I think Dylan was the oldest. Well, no, he was day 2. Like Dylan was the oldest player they took.
Look, we can't say that they won't draft somebody older when they took that man. When they took Dylan Gabriel in the third.
honestly though, we know why they took Dylan.
Yeah, that was a Kevin thing for sure.
Yeah, that was a Kevin thing. So I don't know if that's gonna be the same thing.
But they drafted that man. He was born in 2000.
Yeah, I think they would definitely draft Ted Hurst though, because Ted Hurst is I think he's only like 20. I think he'll only be like 22 when the season starts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's big and he's fast and he's explosive, so I can see AB like being in on that.
Yeah, 21. He'll be 22 by the start of the season.
Yeah, I can see. There's a whole list of guys I could see them taking, just depending on where they're at and who's still on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we got any wide receiver ones out here, but we'll see.
Ray Rag says, I want to hear Colb's take about all this Watson talk and Todd not watching tape yet on any of these quarterbacks we have.
Okay, so the Watson talk doesn't mean anything to me, but Todd saying he has to watch tape because we was talking about this in a group chat. We was like, hey, bro, that's bad. That's a little concerning, dog.
That makes me lose some confidence.
Yeah, that was a little concerning, a little bit, just a little bit.
Man, look, I love my audience, but sometimes my audience they want to feel good, right, about the Browns, right? You know, I have brought that up, and they was mad. They was mad. They was like, well, one of the funniest excuses I saw given out for Todd was like, oh, Kevin's offense was so terrible that he probably said that there's nothing useful he could watch. I'm like, guys, Kevin's a 2-time coach of the year. You could think highly of that or not, but they weren't out there just running around. Like, they were running NFL plays. Like, they were asking Deshaun Watson to do reasonable things for an NFL quarterback to do. Hell, things that other people stepped in and did better than him. Every year he played. Like, this idea that, like, Todd Monken's going to fix Deshaun Watson is fucking nuts. And, like, especially when Todd ain't even taking the time to figure out what's wrong with Deshaun Watson. I hope that means that he's just not as invested in it as people are making it out to be. Maybe they're trying to sell this idea that they're going to play Deshaun to try to get a quarterback in a trade. But, like, if you're really trying to push Deshaun as, like, a starting quarterback and you're not willing to look at what he's done in Cleveland so far and evaluate that, that's bad. There's no way around it. That is one of those things when you get fired after 1 year, people point to and say, we should have known because the man didn't watch tape on. He's watched more Jackson Dart than Deshaun Watson, and he coaches the Browns.
Yes, that's bad.
He legitimately made it clear. Shout out to Daniel Foyce for asking the follow-up question. Huge credit on that. He legitimately made it clear in the follow-up that he has not watched Deshaun Watson since he was employed by the Ravens to game plan for things around him. He said he watched Deshaun when they beat him in Baltimore, and he watched Deshaun in preparation to play the Dallas Cowboys 2 years ago. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
yeah, that's not great.
This is the shit we let Freddie slide with. You know, I've learned my lesson, right? Because I remember I was letting Freddie slide with all kind of shit because I was just happy he wasn't Hugh Jackson. Remember that? We was just letting Freddie slide.
Do whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I've learned my lesson. Not saying that this is Freddie Kitchens, but this is the first thing that goes into the bowl of, I'm gonna remember that one. That was weird. Like, that wasn't okay. Certainly a fucking strange thing to say. Don't know how more people haven't picked up on that, but hey.
If they watch this show, they're definitely going to pick up on it now.
Like, it's one of those things where you hear it and you're like, that doesn't sound like something a functional team does.
Nah, I would say no.
And I knew it was a fuck up because of the kind of takes that I was hearing in response to it, which is Quincy don't coach no football team. What does he know? I'm like, okay, that's how I know I'm right. When it goes to that, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because people will do this shit to anybody. By the way, Tyvus played in the NFL, and sometimes when Tyvus says something that they disagree with, people will be like, "Well, Tyvus wasn't good in the NFL." And it's like, damn, like what you
do? He was in the NFL. He wasn't even bad. He wasn't even bad. Like me,
he outperformed. You know, with his expert, he was UDFA, right?
Yeah.
Like, but this is what I'm saying. It don't matter what level of football experience you have. People will just be like, use it against you. I've seen people do this with Richard Sherman. What Richard know? You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Like, but all I'm saying is, why the fuck we ain't watched 19 games of Deshaun Watson? It's not that much. 19 games. How are you supposed to figure out what quarterbacks you want on this roster when you haven't evaluated what you have on the roster?
I'm just hoping that this means they bring in another QB.
I hope the guy can get bailed out and I never have to bitch about this shit again, Colb. Like, honestly, like at this point, man, I hope Shador hoops so I don't have to talk about this shit no more because I don't want to do this. Okay, I don't want to do any of this. Like
you ain't watch nothing.
Like,
not one snap.
It's concerning because this is the same answer he gave when he got the job.
You ain't see the play that we broke now. You ain't even see that one. It's
Hey, bro, you know how bad that play is? JP bought that shit up to be unprompted. We were just talking about Deshaun Watson. He was like, yeah, you remember that play? I'm like, I know you're not talking about the play where they had Dagger on the left side. He like, yep. Dog, the worst game tape I've ever seen a quarterback put out. And that's the thing, dog. He's only aware of how bad Deshaun looked like when he played against the Cowboys. That don't even make my top 5 of bad Deshaun Watson games. Like he was like, I can't judge Deshaun Watson off that game. That would be unfair. I'm like, that's an honorable mention bad game.
Yeah, man. You gotta watch that Commanders game.
Hey, bro. Oh, yeah. Anybody want to hit me with that hopium about Deshaun Watson? Watch that Commanders game and tell yourself that this man missed 700 days after this and tore his Achilles twice. like, you think a new offense about to fix this? I hope I'm wrong. But today, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm going to telegraph it right now. I got the God's Got a Blessing queued up for the day that man gets that release next year. I can't wait for this shit to be over. Okay?
Like, 17 more games, y'all. 17 more games.
Can't wait for this shit to be over.
17. I'm counting them down.
I'm be honest too. I don't care if Deshaun goes somewhere else and hoop. Like, I'm not even at this point. I'd be so glad it's over. I could be glad for him. Oh yeah, good for Deshaun. I don't give a fuck. Like that, I don't care, bro. I'm so over this. Like,
good Lord, man.
Like, I just want us to get somebody that we can commit to at this point, whether that's Shador, Archer, whoever the fuck it is. I want us to not be doing this thing where it's like, well, maybe Anthony Richardson could take the job. This is hell. Okay, please. Please, let's just get behind somebody. At this.
I'm gonna be rude. I'll be rude with you, man. I'll sign up for 17 games of Anthony Richardson compared to 17 games to Deshaun Watson. Go get AR, man. I don't care.
I can't blame you because, like, this is the options. Like, I find it hard to be mad at the fans for reacting the way that they have because look at what the Browns have given us to get excited about at quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, no, there's no plan for this year. They've made that clear. But it's like at some point, I want to move on from what this has been and just get on to the next thing. Like draft Lenore Sellers and say, we're going to get that fucking 3 years. Cool. I can get behind that. You know what I mean? Like, let's just do something. Well, not just do something. Don't do that. But let's find somebody that we're willing to commit to. If Shador plays that level, fucking let's do it. Let's go. I just don't want to be here anymore. And my issue is that it looks like Shador is a ticket to be here next year, right? It looks like Anthony Richardson, we're going to be here next year. Deshaun Watson, I mean, we're going to be here by week 8. He's not going to be fucking healthy. That man ain't played a healthy season since the coronavirus. Think about that. Think about that. Half of y'all have functioning brains the last time that because coronavirus done broke people's brain. The pandemic done broke people's brains.
I was about to say, what you trying to say?
I'm saying the obvious, dog. Do it feel like the world got stupider after the coronavirus pandemic?
I feel like multiple things contributed to the world getting dumber.
It happens to be like, hey man, pre-2019, post-pandemic, shit got dumber. I don't know if it's related. Okay. I'm just saying. I've looked around the last few years like, ooh, shit got dumber. Okay. Like,
man, can we talk about how bad COVID was, bro? Oh my god.
Woo. We don't ever talk about it.
God.
We need to just talk about it. It was bad, bro.
It was bad.
Uh-huh.
When I got sick, I was like, oh, this shit is real.
Shit ain't no joke.
I was like, that shit was not a game, bro. That shit was not a game at all.
Bro, we all got that brain fog and never broke out of it.
Man, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. But where was I even at?
we need a new quarterback. Listen, if they take Drew Aller at some point, I'm just gonna be like, okay.
Hey, bro.
I can get behind it. Local kid. I'll get behind it.
No, I'm done with half measures at quarterback. We got enough fucking half measures on the roster. At this point, don't do it unless you're willing to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, this gonna be a half measure kind of season.
We already got the half measures on the roster, dog. Like, at this point, don't do nothing if you don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be here next year. Well, we got to give Drew Aller half a season before we can draft a quarterback because he was kind of okay in the 4 games. I don't want to be fucking doing this, Colb. Like, we got Shedeur on here. Let's just see what it is now. Okay, put him out there for 10 games. That way we can't be like small sample size, whatever. And then if it's time to draft a quarterback in the first round next year, no argument. We doing it. We're not talking about offensive line. We need a wide receiver. We are taking the fucking quarterback. If it gets to that point, if Shedeur plays himself out of it, awesome. We'll get a wide receiver. We'll get Jeremiah Smith or whatever the fuck, or Ryan Williams, and we'll be great.
I don't know about Ryan Williams, but all right.
Whoever the fuck you want to throw in there, dog. It's hypothetical.
I was like, let's actually not do that.
Whoever you want. What's the guy from Miami? Is he going to be draft eligible next year?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. Well, whoever the fuck you want to throw in there. I just don't want to be in a situation again where we're like, oh, well, because it's going to happen with Drew. Ironically enough, Damo will sound just like Shedeur fans next year. Hey, bro, we didn't give him a full season. Like, we going to hear this same shit, dog. We need to give Drew a full season before. Hey, 2028 class going to be hard. No, I'm fucking done.
Hey, real quick. Drew versus Shedeur in camp. Who you think wins?
I would hope Shedeur does because Drew's tape was terrible last year, man. Like, Drew had really bad tape last year.
I don't disagree.
Do you still think Drew wins? At least Shedeur in the NFL.
I would hope Shedeur wins.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, I would hope Shedeur wins.
But man, I'm not doing
Drew gonna get the local kid gas though, so that's gonna be
nah. We gonna have Mary Kay she gonna explode with all that fucking article potential. I don't need this. I don't need this, man.
I ain't gonna be rooting for Drew like that because didn't Drew go to Menor? No, Medina
or some shit like that.
Yeah, he went to Medina. Mitch Trubisky was Menor.
Mitch Trubisky was LEL legend.
Yeah, Mitch Trubisky was Menor, but Medina, I don't know if I can get behind Medina.
Yeah, man. Like, somebody brought up, like, oh, would it piss me off if the Browns put Tyson in that 6? I would disagree with that evaluation of Tyson. But you know what? At least you're fucking committed. Like, okay, it's like the Bo Nix pick. I hated the Bo Nix pick for Denver. Hated it. But they committed to it, and it works out for them. So at least you're fucking committing to it. I would not be a fan of it, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'd be like, well, at least they're committing. like it would have pissed me off. I would have.
If they took Ty at 39, would that piss you off?
Yeah, it kind of would piss me off because I'm like, nah, they're not committing. Like, just you take them at 24 if you really like them at that point.
It wouldn't bother me if they took him at 39.
The value-wise, it wouldn't bother me because that's about where Ty Simpson's value is, pick 39. Here's where it pissed me off. We about to have the same fucking conversation, but worse, about drafting a quarterback next year. Like, you're putting yourself in a situation where you're heavily incentivized to give up on the guy at their year. That's not how you're going to find a quarterback. And you're using a second-round pick to do it. If you want to take a flyer on Cade Klubnik in the 5th, fine. If you want to throw a flyer on Jalen Daniels in the 6th, who gives a fuck? But if you're going to use a second-round pick, there is some commitment to that you're going to give that more than a year. And we don't need to add more carry-on investments into this quarterback room. We need to get into the 2027 offseason and be free and do whatever the fuck we want to do at quarterback and have no obligations. And the only obligations we have are because somebody legitimately played their way into those obligations.
You know what? I'm sick of discussing this. I'm tired of it. Just go trade for either Anthony Richardson or Will Levis, and let's just go. Let's just get
this shit out the way, man.
Let's just get the season. Let's just get this shit over.
Like, that's how I feel like. It's like, hey man, if Shador surprises us and he's great, cool. We'll roll with it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? The Browns have never had a stopgap quarterback. I'm not going to complain if we finally get one. Okay. Like, it allows us to win some games, develop some players, and then maybe we find somebody we can develop behind Shador, and then that guy takes us to the championship. Or maybe Shador becomes that guy. Who the fuck knows? But what I'm not trying to do is this. Okay. I'm not trying to do this next year. I'm not trying to take any quarterback debt on to 2027. You know what I mean? I don't know if you had this year, right? But the first time I started making real money with my job, I spent a year just knocking down all my credit card debt I racked up trying to live in LA when I was like 21. Okay. Like, spent a whole year just knocking that down. That's what this season is for the Browns. Let's just get some debt out the way. We're done with Deshaun Watson after this year. We're done with, we are free to do whatever the fuck we want to do at quarterback. And let's just move on. That's what we need to be on. All right. Let's get that car note paid. Let's get those credit card debts paid. Let's defer those student loans for another 3 years because don't nobody want to fucking pay them bitches. Like, and let's just neutralize our credit score this year at quarterback. That's all I want to do. I have very little interest in investing in the quarterback position again this year.
Yeah, man, like I said, go give me Will Levis or give me Anthony Richardson. Let's roll.
Yeah, because at least you can get rid of him. You know what I mean? Like, just I'm not taking on anything else.
There's nothing you have to worry about, especially if you get Will Levis. Like, it's just okay, cool.
I need one more quarterback because I'm not confident we got 17 weeks of quarterback play here.
And those two might just be better than both the quarterbacks we got.
It wouldn't be a huge stretch.
They just might be. It just might be better.
I mean, we got 3 quarterbacks with like the worst success rate in the NFL in the last 5 years. Yeah. Somebody might be better. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Will Levis beat them out in camp. I really would.
Yeah, man. Fuck it. Like, do something. Get there. We need an extra quarterback because what? Is Dylan going to be on the roster? Do you think he's going to be on the roster?
No, he's not going to be on the roster. We know he's not going to be on the roster.
The only way Dylan's not on the roster, well, Dylan is on the roster, is if Deshaun Watson looks so shitty during OTAs that they're like, we can't play him. We're going to have to make Dylan the emergency quarterback. And Deshaun's just going to be inactive. Which by the way, folks,
this would be insane.
Which, by the way, I would like to stress this to people, is a lot more possible than the media is giving it credit right now. Like, I'm not saying it's likely, there's a solid 25% chance that he's that cooked. Keep this in mind. The last time he played, he was barely better than Dorian Thompson-Robinson in success rate. Dorian Thompson-Robinson is the backup quarterback to the Orlando Storm in the UFL right now. Deshaun Watson, since that season, has tore his Achilles twice and missed 700 days. It is possible that they put pads on and he's not playable. But he's got to be on the roster. So if that scenario happens, Dylan stays because somebody got to be the third quarterback. And it's not going to be Deshaun. But they need a buffer between whatever that third quarterback situation is and Shedeur. And maybe that's Will Levis. I would probably think they would want to go with Will Levis at this point, and like it makes me sick to my stomach to have to say that because like Will Levis at least can be healthy, but he's coming back off of injury too. So fuck it, just get one of the guys. Who gives a fuck? Close your eyes, any, meeny, miny, mow it. Whoever gives them up for a fucking 6th-round pick next year, like I don't care at this point. I would prefer Anthony Richardson so I could be right, but I don't give a fuck anymore. Like.
You said you prefer Anthony Richardson just so you could be right.
Just so I could have the chance to be right. Yes. Just so I could do the victory lap on Colb. I'm gonna do a real Twitter style too. One game he plays good. Oh, I told you I was right the whole time.
Like what?
These clowns. Yeah, man. I'm so fucking tired of talking about this quarterback situation.
It's just bad, bro. Like it's just awful.
Yeah, man. We just need to clear off our debt. Maybe I'm speaking for a minority of Browns fans. I don't know how many people feel the way I do. Maybe a lot of people are into this Shedeur thing in a way that I clearly am not. I would just like it that the Browns get to 2027 with no obligations at the quarterback position unless somebody has played their way into having legitimate obligations. Like, I mean, legitimately played their way into it. Let's just clear the fucking debt. We've been carrying this debt at quarterback for like 5 years. Let's just clear it, start new, and let's get moving towards whatever the next thing is now, because I feel like we're 2 years overdue.
Yeah, go get me Will Levis or Anthony Richardson in.
Give me
they can at least throw the ball. They can throw the ball far.
Give me a fucking time machine, and I'll push that Steelers player into the end zone so he gets a pick 6 instead of falling at the 2. That's what I'll do. Okay, and then we have Mendoza.
Oh man,
counting down the days on a fucking like SpongeBob. I got the tearaway calendar.
Mm-hmm.
If we were like 3 weeks away from finally being done with like this last era of Browns quarterback, and we're about to just go get Mendoza, I'd be tearing down on camera every day. 5 more days until we are over. It's almost done. We have fucking made it, guys. That's not where we are.
2 wins away, man. 2 wins away.
Hey, man. Kind of Will Campbell's fault when you really think about it.
It's 100% Will Campbell's fault.
Will Campbell is like the Kevin Bacon of this season because so many things happen. They got so many people paid or famous. That happened because of Will Campbell being bad at tackle. Like sack record, Sam Darnold winning a Super Bowl, Odafe Owe getting $100 million.
Shout out to Odafe Owe, man.
Yeah.
Salute to you, black man. Get your money.
Hey, man. Big bag. We talk about the Cavs?
No, we do need to talk about the
4-5, right?
So they're locked into the top 4. They're officially locked into the top 4 for the playoffs. It's now all about seeding.
Yeah, they have like a 10% chance to get the 3 seed.
Is it 10%?
Yeah, it's 90-10.
Hey.
So they're going to get the 4 seed.
We sure they want to play the Hawks?
Hey, man. It's not like the Raptors are like not an issue either, but the Hawks are a problem. I've been talking about this on my Cavs channel where I'm like, hey, yeah, I hope they don't underestimate the Hawks. The Hawks are the hottest team in the NBA right now.
I think if there's any team they would want to play, it's probably Philly. It's definitely Philly.
Yeah. Philly does have a chance to get that 5 seed, but I don't think it's going to happen with how Atlanta's been playing.
Yeah, if it was up to the Cavs, I'm pretty sure they would rather play the 76ers than
with no Embiid.
Yes. Yeah. I think I would much rather play the 76ers.
Absolutely. I don't know how they match up against this current Hawks team because I've never seen it, and we're not going to see it before we see it.
Oh yeah, but I mean they technically have 2 games against the Hawks, but they might not play.
They're not about to play any. They didn't play anybody yesterday.
Yeah, like they might not play anybody. And I want to see what they do though. Like, do you try to win these games so you don't have to play them in the playoffs? Like, because if they win both, like hypothetically, if they win both of those games, they're not going to play the Hawks in the first round.
Maybe, but
they won't. They wouldn't play them in the first round. Like,
are you confident enough about your ability to beat the Hawks that you value the rest more when you got an older roster?
Like, it's just not super duper old. We really just talk about James, and
it's older than the Hawks,
but it's still not old. Like, you really just talking about
Donovan Mitchell's close to 30.
You really just talking about James and Donovan.
That's the biggest part of the roster.
Okay, it's 2 people on a 17-man roster.
Like Jared is what, 28?
I think he's 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, the roster's not old. Like, they're not old.
I said it's not an old roster, but it's like it's a roster that gets dinged up and has gotten dinged up quite a bit.
Are they mostly healthy now?
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to preserve that?
I mean, it literally comes down to, do you actually want to play the Hawks in the first round or not? How do you feel about that?
Looking at this, like, for me, I'm nervous about the Hawks, but that's because I'm a Cavs fan. I'm not on the Cavs. If you're on the Cavs, you have to be confident about your ability to beat the Hawks. Because there's no way you think you're a championship team, but you're sweating out the Hawks in the first round. Like, you kind of feel like that's disrespectful.
I have no idea how they feel about any of this, to be completely honest.
If the Cavs think that they could easily beat the Pistons, I don't think they think that they're like going to struggle against the Hawks. I hope they're not underestimating them, but I can't imagine. I don't think it would be a good sign if the Cavs really thought they couldn't beat the Hawks in the first round. That tells me they're definitely getting bounced in the second round.
I'm interested to see what they do.
Like, yeah, I don't see a world where, again, we're looking at this from fan perspective. I get it. But like, if you were on the Hawks or if you were on the Cavs, there's no way you can think that. There's just no way. Because like with the Hawks have what? CJ McCullough and Kuminga?
No, it's Jalen Johnson and Nickeil Alexander-Walker are the 2 that you're worried about.
Yeah, it's a couple young guys. Like, there's no way you're all NBA James Harden. You're all NBA Donovan Mitchell. You're all NBA Evan Mobley. You're all-star Jared Allen. You know, NBA champion Max Strus. And you're sitting there.
NBA champion.
He didn't win with Miami, my bad. But NBA, well, Max Strus, who's played in the finals, and thinking to yourself, we can't beat the Hawks. I think fans are right to be concerned, but like if the Cavs are making that decision, I don't think they should. I get the not wanting to play Boston. 100% get that. They can't be like that against the Hawks. If they're like that against the Hawks, if they're putting out full throttle, clearly trying to get the Hawks out the way, I'm worried about it. Because what if that backfires and you don't beat them? And now you've given the Hawks all the confidence in the world that they can beat you in the 7-game series.
I think them being afraid to play the Celtics is kind of like, I get it. Like, I get it.
I don't think they're afraid to play the Celtics. I think because like they haven't done anything to keep them out of the conference. Like they didn't try to lose yesterday. Like they were fine with getting that 3 seed if the Knicks would have lost that game. I just think they're like, if we're being strategic about this and we have the choice and it comes down to one game, yeah, you would want that 4 seed path over the 3 seed path. I think that's just being strategic. We've seen LeBron do this.
Yeah, I've seen him do it. We see teams do it all the time, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Like teams
I don't think it's dodging. It's just like, okay, well, if I play the Celtics, I want to play them after 3 rounds, not 2.
Yeah, I don't think scared is necessarily the word I would use, but they are definitely avoiding the Celtics for as long as possible.
A favorable matchup for them. I think that's fair.
I think they understand that the Pistons are the better matchup for them in the series, and then they'll deal with the Celtics when they have to.
Literally what the Pacers did last year.
Yeah, we were like, oh no, we want to play the Cavs. Like we're trying to play the Cavs.
They trying to snipe us, right? We're just doing the same thing, right? And nobody who watched the Pacers whip us is going to say that they were soft or scared. like they played the Celtics. Well, no, they didn't play the Celtics. They played the Knicks.
Yeah, they did. They did play the Celtics.
They did.
No.
Yeah, they played the Knicks.
No, because they played the Knicks. They played the Knicks.
Afterwards. They played the Bucks in the first round, the Cavs in the second round. They played the Knicks, right? Because the Knicks got past Boston.
Yeah, the Knicks. Yeah. The Knicks are who beat the Celtics. The Knicks are who beat the Celtics.
Yeah, and then
JT got. Yeah, because JT got hurt. Yeah.
So, and like if you're the Cavs, you kind of hoping for the same thing. like maybe the Knicks take care of Boston, and then you play the Knicks, and you feel good about your matchup against the Knicks.
Adam said, "Talk about how the Lakers are cooked." Hey, I thought we were cooked. I definitely thought we were cooked because Luka and Austin Reeves both got hurt at the same time, but they on the way to Germany. We all right.
Oh, Luka got hurt.
Yeah. Hamstring strain. Him and Austin both got hurt, but they on the way to Germany. Oh, Spain. I apologize. They're on the way to Spain to get that taken care of for the playoffs.
Let's see what happens. Man, you know what's about to happen. The Lakers do this every year, dog. Like it's been like this since y'all won that one ring in the pandemic.
Man, we always got to deal with injuries at the end. It sucks.
Yeah, non-stop disappointment in the first or second round of the playoffs.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to make sure my guys is ready to go. If my guys is ready to go, I feel pretty good until we get to that second round.
Yeah, every year we do the same shit too. Last year we did the same thing. It was like, well, Luka and LeBron, you can't count out Luka and all of this. And then starting to, was the team that Luka carried to the finals worse than the one that the Lakers have right now? It was like, okay, yep, people are getting excited. And then reality hits the Lakers. They simply aren't a well-built team.
Hey, man, we was frying everybody in March, and then the injuries hit.
Uh-huh. And if you could have been frying everybody to the playoffs, and then you realize DeAndre Ayton's an important part of what you got going on there.
Man, he's so bad, dog. He's so bad. He's awful, man.
Is he the worst number one pick to be a unanimous selection in recent memory? Because Anthony Bennett's the worst guy to go number one overall, but it was a shock. You know what I mean? Was he the worst projected number one overall pick in recent memory?
I don't even know if it was unanimous because he was in that draft with Luka, and everybody was like, Luka should go before him.
Not everybody. Remember, it was like Bill Simmons standing on the table on Luka Island for a long time. And even then, the Hawks traded the pick to Dallas.
Which is just so dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
They 28-3 did. But it's like
so dumb.
But it wasn't like unanimous about Luke. It was like everybody had pretty much conceded that DeAndre Ayton was going number 1 in that draft.
So it's just one of those things where you could just see the mistake coming a mile away.
I remember thinking that didn't seem like the greatest idea, but hey, man, that's what they wanted to do. And think about it like this. If they would have won that finals, they would have got away with it.
Yeah, they would have got away with it.
They were two finals games away from getting away with it.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, Giannis
Giannis
plans.
Yeah, well, Giannis went nuts. Giannis went full Shaq.
He has other plans. I need Giannis to end up on the Lakers like immediately too. By the way,
they almost got away with it. George Barson says, staying with the family instead of attending the draft, we'd have the Joe Thomas comps going crazy by now.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Mendoza because he's not going to the draft.
I'm going to keep that one to myself. All right. Truly feel like Hunter sucking was a big deal for this team, man. Only true. Oh, DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah.
Only true wing we had on this team. Now teams with even decent wing place. To be honest, though, that was the same problem they had last year.
It was like they have not found a way to fix this wing situation since Evan Mobley has been on the team.
Since they traded for Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, since they traded for Donovan Mitchell too. Yeah, like they have not been able to fix this
because they had Larry Markkinen at the wing, which kind of worked out. But it worked. It's awkward.
Yeah, like they need wings so bad, and they just they can't figure it out.
I mean, it's not that they can't figure it out; they're just not in a position to acquire one.
They got to beg Bron to come.
And even then, like, is Bron at this age solving your defensive wing issues?
No, they're gonna have to draft one too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then also, like, Craig Porter Jr. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to give your minutes to Bronny. You think he's part of the signing trade? Is Bronny part of the signing trade for LeBron?
Hey, listen, bro, you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, man, that I couldn't think of a worse move for the perception.
It don't even matter. It don't even matter. This is just the cost of doing business.
We're gonna have Bronny out there giving us defensive minutes.
Like, listen, got to do what you got to do.
They've been having Bronny playing the first quarter.
Hey, that ovation that he gonna get.
Oh, Bronny?
That first game of the Cavs, special.
Hey, here's the thing, though. This is Cleveland. He start giving us shitty minutes.
Oh, it's gonna turn. It's gonna turn. It's gonna turn. Someone said Bronny's ass to the charge.
They boo him there too.
I think he could play a role. He could play a role on the Cavs. A little bit role.
I wonder, because we might experience something that's going to be quite interesting to see how it happens. But let's say Shedeur does get the whole season and he stinks. Again, not the scenario we want to be in. But let's
not say that is the situation some people
not
want
the situation
to be honest.
I want to be in. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. I would not want to be in that. And let me make that clear. I would not want to be in that situation. Y'all leave me the fuck alone about this shit. All right. But I wouldn't want to be in that situation. What is the reaction going to be like once they catch on to the fact that we will turn on somebody? And like, We also can't underestimate the fact that we got a quarterback room where 2 of the 3 competitors have been booed. Like off the field have been booed.
Oh yeah, I forgot they was booing Dylan.
One when he tore his Achilles. And then the second time when he existed. I don't know which one's brutal. One more brutal, right? They booed that man like Squidward's hand.
Our fans are so mean, bro. Our fans are so mean.
Legendary, lead the league 3 and outs. Colb, 2 weeks into the season. Boo! Same old shit. Same old shit. We are like, you ever watch some old wrestling shows like in the early 90s when they be at like Philly or New York, W crowd? That is Cleveland. Okay.
Oh man, they're going to say the most vile shit in the world if he's bad. They're going to say the most vile shit in the world, bro.
Bro, Andrew Berry could have an amazing draft class, and all that happens is that Shador stinks, and they're going to chant "Fire Andrew." Okay, like,
when we get the Anthony Richardson chance,
no, he ain't gonna get.
Dude, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Stomping Peak, I ain't know you was a hater like that. Like,
hasn't Asia Reese been trash recently? Her highlights are literally low lights like every game. No wonder they kicked it to the curb. Nah, she's good. She's very good.
I don't know what you've been watching. Like, you've been following her on like Instagram or something. Like, yeah, she's been good.
Do the Dream have a good point guard?
We got Alicia Gray, Ryan Howard, kind of a point. They got Tahina Pau. They got a lot of people who handle the ball already. You know what I mean? That can score. So all she's going to be asked to do is rebound, facilitate. That's what she can really do well.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch. Excited to watch my Dream, man.
By the way, Ryan Howard and Angel Reese on the same team. Them Caitlin Clark game's going to be problematic. Like,
why can't we just enjoy the basketball, man?
Hey,
why can't we just enjoy the basketball?
I will say, having Angel Reese screen for Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray and then rebound, yeah, it's
fire. Fire.
That's good combination. That pick and roll, good combination. Good combination. Someone said, let's speak positivity in the quarterback room this year. It's a chance for good play. Man, if you don't tell Quincy Avery to shut the fuck up right now, dog, like, I'm so tired. We think Deshaun gonna be good this year?
I don't, personally. If I'm wrong, great. You know?
Great. He will have a great season to end the year, and we will still release him. Like, I just want to clear this debt.
Like, come on.
4's up. All right. Now people are just trolling. Let's see here. There was one. Oh, Q better not go to a Hawks Cavs playoff game.
Yeah, I heard you were Jinx. You can't go.
No, I went to a Cavs game. I cleared it. I cleared the Jinx because I saw the Cavs play the Hawks in Cleveland, and the Cavs won. So it's clear.
But not in Atlanta.
Yeah, so now I gotta go to Atlanta to confirm that it's clear.
See, but what if they lose?
I'm gonna go to a pivotal game 5 too. Hey, look, last time I went to a playoff game for the Atlanta basketball team, it ended in heartbreaking fashion for the Atlanta team.
You got to pay for your sins for being a Dream fan, man.
Yeah, and then I will be at State Farm, game 3, 4, maybe even 5, getting they walk up Crown Royal service that they offer at State Farm.
Walk up Crown Royal service.
The most ridiculous shit happens in Atlanta. Yes. Yeah.
It sounds kind of fire though.
Yeah, you can get Crown. You can just get Crown. You know, like, you know how they got the cotton candy and the hot dog? Yeah, they got a Crown guy. They got a crown guy walking too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you get a crown guy in the lower bowl. Like, oh yeah, let me get some crowns.
But like, hey.
Yeah, you got to pass your ID. You got to pass your ID down.
Hey, let him see that real quick. Let him see that real quick.
No, you do it. And everybody done did it so much that they know how to, like, they just, oh yeah, somebody buying crown.
Hey, you got peach? You got peach over there?
Peach, apple, plain.
Let me get that peach though.
Yeah. It don't even sound that. It don't even. It's not even enunciated that way. Let me get a peach though.
Oh man.
And
we got more super.
Yeah, we got more.
What we got?
All right. Feel like people. Okay, nope. That's for you, Cole.
Casey has a drop right there in the shorts. I'm aware, people. I'm aware.
Wait, let's see what Anthony Schwartz's 10 split was, because I know it's got to be bad.
You say his 10 split was? You think it's bad?
Yeah, because he had no short area quick. Oh my God, it's a 151.
That's not bad at all, sir.
It's a 151.
Yeah, that's really fucking good.
At 186 pounds. Damn, buddy.
Yeah. Carnell, that's not great, brother. That's not great.
What was his 3 cone? His 3. What did he measure terrible? A vertical jump and 3 cone. Okay, I knew that. I knew something about his side to side agility had to be bad.
You just kept looking till you found something.
Mm-hmm. Let me see something about Greg Newsome. Because I know Greg Newsome's 3 cone was terrible. So I talked about it all the time. He can't move side to side. And then JP was like, I don't know if that's the issue. And then Greg Newsome played for the Jaguars for half a season. And I was like, he can't move side to side. He was like, yep. 10 split. Greg Newsome had a good 10 split.
I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, bro, this is a problem. Which good team is going to trade up for Jeremiah Smith next year? The Chiefs.
Oh yeah, the Chiefs. The
Chiefs are going to make that happen.
Yeah, they're gonna do what they need to do to make that happen.
Mm-hmm. The Chiefs, or somehow, some fucking way, the Eagles.
You piss me off so much.
I know too, because we be nerfing Jeremiah Smith. Bro, every time I watch the Eagles play, there is one play where you're like, damn, AJ Brown was opening them up, and then you just see that ball fly over like it's a fucking airline, like just like it's the national anthem before the game. They doing the jet fly over, the ball just go clear over his fucking head. It's like, what happened?
You know what happened.
Every single game, bro. I'm like, every time. I be like, want to be positive about Jalen Hurts. And then it's like, dog, how do you miss him that much?
How do you miss him that much?
Bro, that shit went like, you know how demoralizing it has to be a wide receiver? You like, is that a drone or is that a fucking football? Like, ain't no way he overthrew me like that.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
It would be better if he underthrew dudes. Like,
oh man.
I can't believe I set Twitter on fire the one time I was like, hey man, he's been kind of disappointing. That is the least worthy of backlash tweet I've ever had that had the amount of backlash.
Hey, they was frying you up for that.
They was so mad about that shit. I was 100% right. Like there was nothing about me that was wrong about that tweet. Like I was not wrong about a single fucking thing.
All that taught me is that we need to stay off Twitter.
Yeah, bro. That's why I don't do it no more. I just lost my love for the game. I'm like, it don't even matter. You right. Like, what's the point of playing? It don't matter when you score. Like,
Oh man, this shit is
We
ridiculous.
done set somebody on the right path. Called Cavs cut up said, learned about the Cosby 11-pound cake. I get it, Q. Yeah. I hated Bill Cosby before he got caught up in all this shit. I've been hating on Bill Cosby since I watched Raw for the first time. Eddie Murphy. I'm like, oh,
Really?
that's what you're on? Yeah.
Oh man.
You ain't never heard Raw? Where you talk about how Bill was doing them?
Yeah.
He was on that shit on Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, Cole. Eddie Murphy. He was on Eddie Murphy ass.
Insane.
Like, you think about all the black comedians Eddie Murphy don't put on. Every legend you know, first movie, Eddie Murphy movie. Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy. Like, everybody. It links back to Eddie. Martin Lawrence, it links back to Eddie Murphy. And Bill went after that dude over cuss words. I picked a side. And he went after Richard Pryor.
Insane.
Yeah.
Ray's cool with what Richard had to say.
Fuck that mom.
Oh, that's exactly how you handled that too.
Just took a flight to Dallas, and the whole St. Ed's rugby team was on the same flight on their way to Ireland. I don't know how many players. There were that many players on a high school rugby team. Hey, man, we need to investigate the financials of St. Ed's because, like, one, how do they have a functioning rugby team in fucking Ohio? And two, how are they financing this flight to fucking Ireland for like 30 people? I think there's dirty money.
I feel like you guys are hating.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What billionaire is funding this school with dark money?
With dark money?
Yeah, with dark money.
Nobody's funding us with dark money. That's insane.
Say that's in the files.
That's crazy, bro.
I'm just saying, where does money coming from? Who's funding these trips?
You said, are we in the files?
Is somebody associated with the school soliciting money from the class?
That's insane, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm just trying to figure out how y'all got the money to afford this. My school couldn't keep the pool open, but y'all got rugby in Ireland.
I feel like this is coming from a different place.
Rugby. Yeah. Well, how much was the tuition at St. Ed's? Like, is the tuition funding this?
Probably.
Nah. It's dark money. Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. Bezos has nothing to do with St. Ed's, guys. I just want y'all to know.
Bill Gates. George Soros.
I just want y'all to know that is not true.
It's Marion Allison.
Wow, bro.
That's crazy. I just want to know how that. Hey, does St. Ignatius have a rugby team too?
They should, yes.
Are they also going to Ireland? Mac, I need your answer. Must reply within 24 hours.
That's insane.
I'm bringing it all down. Okay. Hey, Ray Rags, was they flying? Was they first class, business class, or were they in coach like everybody else? I need to know the details to this to open up an investigation on St. Edward's. Because how could they afford this? It makes no sense. Mendoza's okay. We already read that one. We read that one. Also feel like he was zero. Okay, I think he's still talking about not Travis, but DeAndre Hunter. Also feel like he was a zero offensively. We miss Okoro. Point of attack defense has been shaky this year too. I think this year Hunter was a zero offensively. Last year he was not.
No, he was really good the year before.
Yeah. But I'll be honest, like, I don't think Okoro's fixing our point of attack defense. I think Okoro's always very overrated. Like, I think
even to this day, he's extremely overrated. Like, I don't really understand.
I don't think there's that much of a difference between like the level of defense you get on ball from him or Keon Ellis. like except for Keon, like he'll foul, but Okoro fouls a lot too. Except for Keon gets like more turnovers forced than Okoro did.
Yeah, it's really. But I know one thing about Cavs fans that I've come to realize is that they will die for anybody who's on the team. So it's just not my experience as a Laker fan, but I get it.
Chamrod says, "Why do we keep insisting that the Browns need to get the number 1 pick next year? The Bo Nix was picked 12. If the class is fired, just be in the top 10. In general, sure, have at least a pathway to the top 10. But Bo Nix is an outlier, right? Like I think we need to admit that. Like Bo Nix is a bit of an outlier there. The reality
is really good though. He's like really good. I didn't think he was going to be as good as
he's much better than I expected him to be. Most certainly,
like he's been pretty good.
Yeah,
can't even hate.
I don't think you can anticipate that. That was like a 6 quarterback draft. I don't think you can anticipate that. That's not going to happen. The Browns are just going to have to get creative to find a quarterback, right? Like, I said this all last year. The main way to obtain a franchise quarterback is to draft them in the top 5. That's like where a large percentage of quarterbacks in the NFL were drafted that are starting caliber. If you can't do that, then you're going to have to get creative to acquire one, whether it be outside the top 10 in draft or with a trade for somebody already established or by taking a chance on a former top 5 pick. But they're going to have to, they're in the range of possibility. That means that they're going to have to get creative to solve the quarterback problem. And they're going to have to probably be patient, which is not good news for me because I've clearly run out of patience. But yeah, that's kind of where they are. All right, Cole. I think that was it for the super chats.
We good?
There was like over 100 people, Cole. 100 people. Y'all can afford to send 100 people at a C-level sport to Ireland. My college couldn't afford that. Who's funding this school? Who's funding this school?
The parents who are working hard and paying for the tuition.
Is this a Catholic school?
This is a Catholic school.
Kobe, you Catholic?
I am not Catholic, no.
They already cheating.
What do you mean?
I'm supposed to believe this. B. Jack, I bet what Catholic what to say. Everybody know what to say there is not Catholic. Like, they cheating.
Oh man, I just feel
Jimmy
like
Haslam is funding St. Ed's with dark money.
Shout out Jimmy, man. Shout out Jimmy.
With dark money.
Oh,
ooh, we staying away from that Jaden Ivey. Nah.
Oh, we not talking about that.
We not doing that.
We're not doing that.
They're ranked 4th nationally.
we will not be talking about that.
How many rugby teams are there in the US to be ranked 4th now? Is that like out of 25?
Oh, there's a ton of rugby teams.
In the US?
Yes.
How many?
Gotta be over 100. Gotta be a lot. Let me see.
They got that Jesus money. All right, man. That's the most sacrilegious thing I've ever gonna see said in chat. Think the Broncos have been underperforming for a team with the top 3 defense, O-line. They got the 1 seed last year and were a backup quarterback away from being in the Super Bowl. I feel like we're being a bit harsh. Like if Bo Nix doesn't get hurt, they definitely beat the Patriots.
So I see that there are over 2,600 rugby union clubs in the U.S.
That's not a lot. Are there like high school? Like, are those including like varsity, JV?
I know it says it includes college. So let me
They
see.
have to be combining trips here, right? Like, there's not 100 people on the rugby team.
I would be pretty.
Unless y'all got a full freshman varsity and JV, which is insane. Because where are you finding these players? Like,
that would be pretty crazy.
Like that, a 90-person, 100-person rugby program is nuts, dog. Like,
yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah,
objectively, that's nuts.
Yeah, we need to follow the money on that one.
Follow the money on that one.
Coach would be pissed that they are subject of a 19 action. Was it 19 action news? Used to be bringing on motherfuckers back in the day.
Yeah.
It was the I team. It'd be wild too, because sometimes they break out some like police corruption, like something serious, and then the next week they like, did you know that this place had flies in their ice cream? It's like, oh, ew. Like it would be like city council corruption scandal. This guy's been embezzling hundreds of thousands of dollars. The next week, did you know that the Sheetz air pump doesn't pump your tires to the PSI that it says on the screen? It's like, these are really hit or miss.
Oh, man.
So 23 players, coaches and staff, 50 seem plausible.
Okay.
100 is not.
100 is a lot.
100 is crazy. 100 there's scamming going on at 100. Like,
there's scamming going on.
Yeah, you're traveling 100 people for rugby, dog. There's a scam somewhere in there.
That's insane.
That's crazy. What airline was it?
Yeah, Ray Rags. What airline were you at?
Were they flying Spirit? Were they flying Spirit?
Would that make you feel better? Would that make you feel better about being funded by dark money if they were flying? Oh, American.
They were flying American.
American.
Carry-ons. They had carry-ons and shit. They had luggage.
You know they had luggage.
So they had luggage. Nah.
What kind of question is that? Like, did they have luggage?
Nah, bro. There's professional sports teams that don't travel like that. Like, that's insane. Nah, they had luggage. They was flying American Colb. I think we stumbled upon the scandal. I should text Cam right now. Like,
that's crazy, bro. You're doing a lot. We're doing a lot, bro.
Hey,
we are doing a lot.
Next rugby.
We are doing too much.
Let me see what they've been posting on Twitter.
Insane.
Yeah, they got 3 teams, dog. A freshman, a JV, and a varsity. How? This season can't overlap with football.
No, it doesn't.
It's a dark money scandal to fund a football team. This is how they're using NIL. This is how they're using it. Take down St. Ed's football, ban them from the playoffs.
Do we got shout outs, man? We got shout outs.
B Jax, I need you to snitch on the program if you know any information.
Oh, if there's anybody who's not going to do that, it's B Jax.
Come on, B Jax. Fold on him.
He will absolutely not be folding on it. That's never gonna happen. You got a better chance of getting me to flip.
Yeah. Does somebody want to snitch? Like,
somebody might. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
That's crazy. Okay, but any shout outs for you, Cole?
Let me see. Shout out Steel Toe Gang, obviously. Shout out everybody who works in the medical profession. Shout out St. Ed's, obviously. Shout out to all of our Uber drivers, Door Dashers, Instacarters. Shout out to everybody who's a sanitation worker. Shout out to the gamers. Speaking of gamers, hey man, shout out to everybody who is playing Pokemon Red or Pokemon Green since it got released from the Switch. Because
Pokemon Green, they released Green. You mean
yeah,
Fire
they released Fire Red, Leaf Green.
Okay.
And I've been playing Fire Red, and I just caught Zapdos, and that was the last legendary I had to get before in like the first playthrough. And like, man, it was rough. I went through like 70 Ultra Balls before I got Zapdos. I just kept throwing them. I just kept throwing them out. And he was not going to the very end. Yeah, but I got all 3 legendary birds now, so now I'm about to go just.
Oh, they got smacked.
I'm about to go fuck up the Elite Four and then go get Mewtwo.
Fair. It look like this is like a program where you go play some international teams and you see how far behind the U.S. is at rugby.
Oh yeah, we not competing.
Yeah, we are far behind at that one.
Yeah, they got us on that, but it's cool.
I wonder if they bring in like international teams to play high school.
That'd be crazy.
Like, oh yeah, you're gonna play fucking what's that? IMG Academy in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
The literal business. Like, but yeah, man. This shit sketchy as hell. Y'all keep an eye on this St. Edwards rugby situation.
Man, y'all not gonna care about this after you stop watching this, bro. It's what we doing? It's what we doing? It's
dark money. It's dark money. Corrupt. At all time high. All right. But they have a whole booster board queue and the list and who's on the board. Boycott these companies. But it's always at academic scholarships.
What's wrong? Y'all hate academic scholarships now?
We know we're sure that every athlete that's ever gotten an academic scholarship at St. Ed's has certainly earned it academically. We would not ever guess that or insinuate that the rugged institution of St. Edwards would ever be so corrupt as to offer an academic scholarship to somebody that they had athletic pursuits of,
Obviously, we would never do anything like that.
They would never, ever, ever do anything like that. It's just a coincidence that they happen to be really good at football.
As long as y'all know.
Yeah, just a coincidence. The pure coinky-dink. I'm sure you've never known anybody who was questionable academically that was really, really good at football.
Absolutely not. Not a one.
Not a single one.
Not a single one.
Can't nobody comes to mind.
Nope.
Because of course. But shout out to everybody who want to shout out, man. Unless you trash. You trash, no shout out.
Shout out to everybody who wants a shout out.
Yeah. Unless you trash. If you trash, no shout out for you. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Atlanta Dream. Shout out to the Reese's Pieces. We about to link up this year and dominate. Shout out to all the Angel Reese haters because I'm about to be reposting the fuck out these Angel Reese graphics that they put out. Angel Reese had another double-double. Retweet.
Retweet.
25 rebounds. Retweet. It'll be like, oh, Cavs fans complaining about offensive rebounds. Huh? How ironic. Shout out to our super chatters. Shout out to our ramen enjoyers. Yes. Shout out to our curry enjoyers. I fuck with curry, man. Curry is good. There's so many types of curry that are so good. Yeah, bro. Like there's so many different versions of curry that are good. You can get Japanese curry. You get the South Asian curry. You know what I mean? The butter chicken type shit. You could get the Jamaican curry.
Jamaican curry go crazy.
Woo! It's not a bad. There's not a curry you can go wrong with. Low-key, most underrated dish, curry. Ain't a trash curry that exists. Real talk. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jamaican restaurants. I've been having a lot of plantains lately. You know what I mean?
Plantain, not plantains.
Nah, plantains. I'm American.
Plantain. It's plantain.
American as fuck, buddy. I want some of them plantains. Let me get some of them little bananas.
Little bananas.
Yeah, let me get some of them mini bananas.
That's that.
I like that. I like the mini bananas with the chicken.
I'm sure you do like the chicken.
With the chicken. And I like them rice and beans too. So say shout out to farmers.
Oh yeah, shout out to farmers for sure.
It's grape season. You know what I mean? Let's go. Brown stew chicken. You familiar?
No, I haven't had chicken in like 10 years. So
I gotta expand my food horizons. You know, I don't think I've enjoyed enough Caribbean food or food from the islands. You know what I mean?
Caribbean food is amazing.
Had some
Caribbean seafood specifically. The seafood is amazing.
I've had some Cuban the other day. It was pretty fire. You know, and then I've been eating more and more. I've really been on the Caribbean food kick. You know what I mean? So definitely gonna open up to that. Shout out to Browns fans.
Yeah, always shout out to Browns fans.
Yeah, shout out to Browns fans. Guardian season, how's that going, Colb? You still bandwagon?
Great. It's going great.
Is Travis Bonanza on the team yet?
No, but we got Chase DeLauder, aka Derry Bonds, and we're good.
All right, man. I'm done. Let's end the show. Y'all have a great day. Have you better night. Derry Bonds. Are you fucking serious?
Derry Bonds. Derry Bonds.
All right. Y'all have a good one.